let's talk about Trey's emotes for a minute while I get paws and ears on for the Balint who asked for them. So for all of y'all who were there, Jimmy had his birthday stream on Tuesday, and I was there for a chunk of it later in the afternoon. And the crowd that was in there, we were having a little fun with Trey's emotes, because Balint was doing stuff like that. We're just like, you know, Toad might be having a really nice time. And then Smikes, the ever-loving Smikes, my Twitch boo, was like, that's Toad's O-face. Which just sent us all into like another peal of laughter, which was great. And yeah, it was a thing. It was a thing. We were having a thing. I have my laptop in a different place because somebody sprawled out right next to me. So we are we're in a different place today, so I'm just hoping I can still actually like keep an eye on chat over here and like things aren't as bad. It's fine. Yes, the book has a game. This is actually an updated version. So for anybody who was not here earlier this week when we started this, this is an updated 2023 version of the game. So there are cell phones, you know, everybody's in modern clothing, the whole kit and caboodle. We solved a couple like little mini mysteries at the hotel before we moved to the train. We're on our third day on the train. We are currently trapped by what looks to be an avalanche. So we're stuck. Somebody died, and we examined his body. And then a lady who we were sus on at the hotel was found in one of the bathrooms, unconscious. And we found out that she is a U.S. police detective on the hunt of a murderer. And that she was investigating the kidnapping of this kid from her family's home. And yeah, that's about as far as we got before the sound cut. For no reason. So we're gonna see how that goes. I feel like I haven't been here in years, but Jace, you have been busy with college, and that is a far more important adventure than being in a Twitch stream. So, like, you're completely fine. But yeah, so this is all updated. I have my sus on a few people in this game, and we'll see where that leads to. Also, I still want the dessert from earlier in this week's like stream with the crushed biscuits. Maybe not the raspberries in the dessert, because I know she used raspberries. I'd probably use, like, strawberries or another fruit that I really liked. And, like, that limoncello and the caramel, like, little thingies. Yeah. So. Not the O-face. Yeah. It's a thing. It was a thing. Which is really great when you have, like, Jimmy and Suno, because Suno was over at Jimmy's house. And, by the time we got towards the end of the night, they were like 5 shots in by the time we got to Mario Kart. So that made for really fun. Let's see. Hercule Poirot is one of Agatha Christie's most famous and long-running characters, appearing in 33 novels, 2 plays, 51 short stories, all published between 1920 and 1975. I like that we get these little like tidbits of information. I think it's phenomenal. I love it. I love it. So, hopefully, crossing all the fingers, No issues. So yeah, this is the American Detective right here. This is who we're playing for the moment. Please don't bring up college. I'm dealing with a racist dean, a problematic math teacher, and an unqualified, unexperienced vice president. Sounds about right for the college education system.
The Armstrongs can confirm what Suzanne told me.
Okay. So, we found out that the little girl also void on the bed. I wish I could pet the void. I cannot. This little girl was taken during a party that her parents were holding. Her dad is a retired British colonel. Mom is currently pregnant with baby number 2. This is their French nanny, who said that she stepped away for 5 minutes after the kid finally went to bed to make a phone call, and she was on the phone for half an hour. So, I don't know which Armstrong to talk to. Do I talk to her or do I talk to him? Let's go talk to him. Also, full honesty, I did get, like, after I got off stream last week, after our sound issues, and I, like, turned everything off, and I just kind of let myself sit after stream, I felt so nauseous from the camera movements. It was kind of ridiculous.
Ms. Moreau told me she called her mother.
Well, why not? I believe they are very close.
Well, she said her mother is
Poor woman
sick.
is not well.
Like that.
She needs some experimental treatment that isn't available yet in France.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
Okay. So we've been working with the woman, and it's been really, really interesting. Hello, wrong button. I can do things, I promise. I don't know the last 4 digits of the number. Hang on, we're taking hints. I know part of this game is actually to, like, not use hints. $21.40, that's what it is, thank you.
Score. 1 for the good guys.
So yeah, we're playing through this story to find out.
The number you have called is not in service at this time. Please hang up and dial again, or contact your service provider.
The number Suzanne called is not in service? A hospital?
Interesting. Alright. Good lord. Okay, so if the kidnapper takes Daisy, that's gonna be in this last spot. Or no, it's not, because it's gonna be that one. Oh, okay. Really? So the kidnapper actually came in through the house. That's an interesting...
Come on, Joanna. That's a rookie mistake.
Okay. See, that would make sense to me. Jace, you are catching things today. So I'm wondering if it's that.
I don't need Mr. Poirot to tell me I'm wrong.
Listen, don't worry about Poirot. It's fine. Oh. There we go.
The detective gets it right.
See, eventually I will figure things out. There are some smart cells under here somewhere.
Daisy's room. Then he joins the party. Just one guest in the crowd. He somehow knows when Suzanne leaves the room, then sneaks upstairs. He opens Daisy's window, carries her down the ladder, and vanishes.
Okay, anything else I need to, like, check? Oh, I've talked to the other Armstrong. Oh, okay. So I do need to go talk to Sonia upstairs. See, I mean, look at this. Like, some of the flowers on the floor are kind of dying. But keep in mind that this kidnapping took place in 2019 in the story. And it's 2023, so this little girl's been missing for 4 years.
I spoke with Suzanne. She was phoning her mother. That's why you didn't see her when you went to check on Daisy.
Yes, her mother. I tried to call the poor woman earlier that week, but the hospital said she's been in a medically induced coma for more than 2 months.
Suzanne told me she called her mother, but she would have known her mother was in a coma.
Interesting. So, yeah, who did she really call? So let's go re-talk to Suzanne, shall we? Can I please move a little faster? Thank you. Doesn't really work. You have to really press down L3 like fairly hard to like make that work.
The number you called that night is no longer in service.
I don't understand. That's the number the hospital gave me to call my mother's room.
You told me you were on the phone with your mother when Daisy was abducted.
As we said earlier, I didn't pay attention. And was on the phone longer than I said. But
yeah.
Since my mother is very ill, she had to leave her hometown, Lyon, because the treatment is not approved yet in France. She is in an hospital in Boston for a special treatment. I call her every night to check on her. When I came back,
That was a
Daisy
very
was
out of
gone.
focus scene.
I'll never forgive myself.
I don't know which one of these is the lie. This is the problem. I started using the blocking method of expertise to do my work for school and write my book, and it's so helpful. That's awesome, Jace. I love to hear that. So we've already called her out about the phone call, so I'm not worried about that. The dad told us that the treatment wasn't approved in France, which she just said the treatment's not approved in France, so she's actually in Boston. I almost want to say that this is the lie. Because I'm almost betting this is like an extortion scheme. That she hired somebody to kidnap Daisy to get the money to pay for her mother's treatment. Or actually, it could be this one. She walked away for the 30 minutes so the kidnapper could do it. But also, it could also be this, because if, according to Sonia, she's been in a medically induced coma for 2 months. I mean, she could still call to check on her. Like, I've done that when somebody's in the hospital. Even if you can't get through to them because they're asleep, you at least get put through to the nurses' stations. Like, how's she doing? It's one of these two. And there's no actual walkthrough for this game. We found this out earlier this week because I was unsure about an answer. And I actually had to pull up a YouTube video of the cutscenes in order. I know it's one of these two. I just don't know which one it is. Chat, like, do we know? Do y'all have an idea? Because I don't. We're looking it up. I don't care. Call me a cheat all you want. That's fine. Oh, hey, here's the Steam one the Dark City found. Cool. Okay, we need to fly through this. Okay, Daisy. Okay, yeah, so it is this one, because it would say that she's in a coma.
Yes. Every night since she was admitted in December.
Suzanne, I think you really care
There
for
we
Daisy.
go.
If you do,
There we go.
then tell me the truth. You can't have been calling your mother while she's in a coma.
My mom really is in a hospital in Boston. She really is in a coma. I wasn't calling her.
There we
I was
go.
on the phone with my boyfriend, Noah.
Why lie about it? Why are you panicking?
Because he's gone. I haven't heard from him since the night of the kidnapping. I'm afraid he's somehow connected to Daisy's disappearance. That he was just using me somehow. But I swear I talked to him. Yes, for more like 30 minutes that night.
Okay.
So he couldn't have kidnapped Daisy at the same time we were talking.
But he could have kept you talking so someone else could take Daisy.
Yes, you can see why I lied. Can't you?
Okay.
I was afraid you'd suspect me of having something to do with it. You can understand that, can't you?
Suzanne, I want to believe you.
Mm-hmm.
But you've made it harder to find Daisy. Do you realize that?
Oh my god. What have I done?
What's most important is not what you've done, but what you do now. Go. I'll be back to talk to you. No more lies, Suzanne. For Daisy. No more lies. Noah. The name might lead us to that little girl. I am on this case now, whether my captain wants me to be or not.
Beginner's Guide for Cuisine. A French to English dictionary. So she's teaching Daisy French. The 5 something fundamentals explained, I think, is what that says. Romeo and Juliet in French, because duh. There's the Motley Mule Detective she said she read. We have a diary. Come on. There we go.
A locked diary? Let's see if I can shine some light on its secrets.
Okay, so we got to find the... Yep, around the world in 80 days, or around the world in 80 hours, excuse me. The red... And the night? I know that's not correct. The Princess of Cleves. Okay, so she's reading to her about Anne of Cleves. Which is fine. N. So flowers from Noah.
It's signed
Right?
N.
I can confidently say that most hospitals also let you call the patient if they're in comatose because someone's to say they can hear. This is also true. This is also true. Victor Hugo.
What's in the glass case? Oh, big surprise. Glasses.
Glasses, right? And then we have Les Mis by Victor Hugo. Good book to read.
Oh.
I do suggest the unabridged version. That should be a big surprise for anybody coming from me.
Small jewelry box. By the size, I'm guessing earrings.
Yes, but also a key.
Why put a key in a jewelry box?
For the most obvious of reasons. Cute little Paris key charm. Kleenex, because, you know, Kleenex. Oh, can I take one?
I expect Suzanne must have gone through a lot of tissues these past weeks.
Oh, never mind then. Is there anything else I can look at? Oh, the cat's gone. Rude, you took the cat from me. That's fine. We can look at the diary now.
That doesn't work.
Is it going that way?
Okay, Suzanne. Let's see what
Oh, interesting. I wouldn't have figured that one. February 9th, 2018. Date the park with Noah. I can tell he's opening up more and more with me. I chattered on and on about my job. I told him how much I like the Armstrongs, especially Daisy. I really feel like he's invested in our relationship. That kind of man is so rare these days. February 14th, Valentine's Day. Noah and I went to the Blue Lagoon, our favorite restaurant, for lunch. It was wonderful at first, but then something happened. Noah received a text message. I didn't know what it was, but he said he had to leave. He wouldn't say anything else. Instead, we went away somewhere in the mountains. Finally, we arrived at a cabin in the middle of nowhere. He told me to stay in the car. Not very romantic for Valentine's Day. February 23rd. Noah gave me flowers. He's usually very attentive, but despite everything, I felt he was more distant today. I hope he's well. I would like to be more present for him, but I don't want anything to interfere in his private life. March 15th. It's been a while since I wrote in this diary. I didn't have the strength, and I think this will be the last time I'll write in it. My dear Daisy was kidnapped, and I haven't heard from Noah since that day. It was the night Daisy was taken. He talked and talked. I left Daisy too long, and now she's gone. I thought he loved me, but he just never called again or anything. He hasn't replied to my messages since the night Daisy... I'm lost. It's my fault Daisy's gone. I didn't watch over her.
I can see why Suzanne didn't tell me everything about this, Noah. It's clear when he disappeared that she realized something was very wrong.
Okay. Oh, so it lets me relock it and put it away. Alright. That's nice, at least. Let's check our little gray cells. There's 4 pieces of information? Excusing me? Was I supposed to, like, read all the pages in the diary? Is that what I'm supposed to do? No? The only one I could read was the one it let me read. Okay. Looked at that. Did I miss anything in here? No, looked at both of those.
Eiffel Tower keychain, but no key.
Well, we have the key. So we've checked all that. Is there seriously anything else I'm missing? She's downstairs. Do I go talk to her? The joy of being very lost, everybody.
I imagine these flowers must have been beautiful. Who gave them to you?
The gardener. They're getting pretty wilted, but...
But it has the N on it, which tells me it's from Noah.
Tell me about your boyfriend. Have you been together long?
My boyfriend?
I'm gonna play Call of Stage for a bit while I'm on my break block. Be back soon. Go for it.
The sooner you answer my question, the sooner we'll be done.
His name is Noah Garrity. I met him at a Lunar New Year party in Great Barrington. He is a kind and caring person, although, well, I miss him. He had to go away on business. He should be back.
Mm-hmm. I'm still missing information, but if the boyfriend is... I'm very confused. I'm very, very confused here, chat, in so many ways that I'm confused in.
Know anything about Miss Moreau's boyfriend?
Her boyfriend? I know she went out with someone for a while there. More recently, I saw a man in a 4x4 who would pick her up on her nights off. He never got out of his car, just waited for her. She did seem to spend more time than usual on the phone these past few weeks, but she worked hard. We weren't going to begrudge her what free time she had. Since the abduction, she keeps pretty much to herself.
I won't be long.
Take whatever time you need.
So, let's go talk to Sonia, and then we'll come back to Suzanne. Oh, pregnant lady. I have a question about love.
Can you tell me anything about Suzanne's boyfriend?
I know she dated our chauffeur for a while. There was someone else she'd met recently, but I don't recall his name.
Okay. Oh! Right.
Nothing shocks me here.
Four-wheel drive tracks were found in the woods near the home.
Could well be from Suzanne's boyfriend's 4x4. That's it. No rookie mistake there.
Yeah. Confront Morel about her boyfriend. Alright. Oh, the cat moved in here. Hi, kitty. Alright. Suzanne. Alright.
Tread marks of a four-wheel drive vehicle were found outside the garden on the night of the kidnapping. Noah drives one, doesn't he? Where is he, Suzanne? If you know anything more about him, you have to tell me.
I know what you're thinking, but it's impossible. He was very nice to me. He never did anything to me.
That's how it usually works.
We went out to eat, to the movies. Just like a normal couple. He's not the only man in the Berkshires who drives that kind of car.
I honestly don't know. I think it's this one because in her diary, she talks about how things felt off.
You really didn't notice anything strange about Noah until he vanished?
He could get moody at times, as if he had a lot on his mind.
The movies I'm not concerned about. The Blue Lagoon said they had to get up and leave. And they went to a cabin? Right?
You mentioned the Blue Lagoon. Why?
I don't know. I never thought about it. I guess he liked the place.
That makes sense. In your diary,
Oh, here we go. So it was Valentine's Day.
To a cabin in the mountains on Valentine's Day.
You read my diary?
I'm sorry, but we have to find Daisy. We both want that. So yes, I looked in your diary.
You're right. He took me to a cabin in the woods. I waited for him in the car. He came out after a few minutes. He was very sweet and apologetic, but he never explained. We went back to the restaurant for dessert.
Did you ever go back to the cabin with him?
No, never.
So what made Noah drive all the way to a cabin in the middle of nowhere? He left her in the car. Why was he there? This is important. I know it is. I can use Suzanne's directions to the cabin and compare them to the map of the area I have in my car.
Okay. Can cross 2 bridges, some thick woods, and they passed a cornfield on the left and entered a heavily wooded area. Alright, so let's go to the car and double check the map. Come on. Jog for me, Suzanne. Jog for me. Map.
Thanks to the information Suzanne gave me, I should be able to find the cabin on this map.
Okay, river's body of water is the blue. Obviously, the green is forest and parks. The kind of lighter green areas are rural areas and cultivations. And then dark green areas are land registered and cadastral plan? I have no idea. Okay, so where are we in all of this? Because I honestly don't know where we are in all this. It doesn't exactly give me like a stopping point. Because I don't know where we're at on this map. So if we're in town, right? Right? So we crossed 2 bridges. And then on the left there was a cornfield. Oh, there's also a whole bunch of smattering of houses out here. Okay, so this area doesn't make any sense. Because that's just a circle that keeps coming back to town. So I don't think that's it. Sit across 2 bridges.
That can't be the right place.
Well,
probably not here. Doesn't really match.
Well, I'm trying here.
That can't be the right place.
Said it's out in the middle of nowhere.
Doesn't really match. Probably not here.
Well,
that can't be the right place.
I'm so confused right now.
That doesn't really match.
I really thought it'd be this one all the way up here, but it's not.
That doesn't really match. That can't be the right place.
Alright, hang on. We're just gonna go for hints here. The city she came from is the one on the left. Okay. The cabin is in columns G, H, or I. Okay, so they're in these. I've already looked at that one. That goes out too far.
I got it. The cabin has to be here. I have to
Freaking
find that
heck.
cabin. I hope I'm not too late.
Dark Alias, hello. If this little girl's dead, I'm going to be very upset. On June 5th, 1883, at 7:30 p.m., the first departure of the train already called the Orient Express took place. According to some sources, the passengers were all men, each of whom had been warned to carry a firearm as precaution. Interesting. Alright. Reading well, I'm doing okay. I have a very bad feeling.
Okay, here's this famous cabin.
Let's start on the outside first.
Noah brought Suzanne to this dump on Valentine's Day? What a romantic.
We're gonna check for everything possible on the outside before we head inside. It's gotta be safe.
That window is too high to see through.
I don't see anything much else.
Hello? Is anyone there? Nobody. I can't just waltz in without a warrant.
I mean, you could. I don't think anybody would actually say anything. So I am missing something.
There's nothing but trees in that direction. I should focus on the cabin.
Well, I was kind of trying that, but you weren't giving me anything else to go on. So I really think there's something out here that's going to have to allow me to look at the cabin. Okay, there is nothing about this. That's really weird. Why won't it let me... Usually when you can pick something up, it lets you, like, look at it. And there is nothing here that it's giving me as a thing. And I kind of don't like that. There's gotta be something else that I am completely missing. Like, right? You would think, maybe?
That barrel is sturdy enough. I could climb on it.
There we go. Oh, see? There's the cat. There's the cat in the window. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? There's the cat.
Ugh, an old hunting trophy starting to molt.
Ew. But yeah, that's what we want.
Plush toy. If Fluffy is here, The kidnapper has been here. I have to get inside this cabin.
And that's why we have the freaking... Can I grab this now?
A maul for splitting wood. Perfect for attacking doors.
Thank you. We're gonna throw up a trigger warning real quick, because I don't know what's inside this door, but I have a feeling I'm not going to like it, and probably neither is Chow. So.
The broom isn't sturdy enough to force the door.
Trigger warning something? Yeah. Okay, she put on gloves.
Look at that. A broken door to investigate. No need for a warrant. Some people seem to have played here before.
I'm gonna check for everything.
The floor is scratched and worn in this area. The sofa must have been moved a lot. A lot of tools. I guess somebody noticed the cabin was about to fall down. Some boxes. I wonder what they were used for.
Okay, there's the trophy. Got a hairbrush.
Did Suzanne actually come in here after all?
That or there's a woman involved in all this. There's 2 beds. Blue Lagoon.
This bottle comes from the Blue Lagoon. It's fluffy, no doubt about it. Shiny facial hair. The good news is that it's gold.
I have a feeling I need to move the couch. Come on, move. I hit the wrong button. Trapdoor for $100, Alex.
Damn, it's booby-trapped. If I move, it could go off, and that countdown tells me it wants to go off anyway.
Sure. Great. The symbols of the 3 wheels have to coincide with each other. Symbol 5 does not match any of the wheels. The top wheel has the symbol 3 facing up. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, we're using lots of hints here. Sorry, no. I have to free the battery by unlocking the pistons that block it. The first switch does not need to be used. Starting from the top, press the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th switches. Yeah, no, like I said, we're using lots of hints here. Don't care. For the 2nd module, I have to disconnect the bottom cable. And for the 3rd module, I have to connect the middle cable. So this one is the bottom. And then for this one, it was the middle. Right? It didn't say anything about the first one. Oh, the one with the flashing light. See, that power goes from over there. I don't know which one this is supposed to be. Hang on, we're looking this up because it's not giving me anything, and I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Disconnect cables. The top one. Alright.
That should do it.
Sorry,
Wow,
I have
wonder if
no...
That's how close it was. This would have ended my investigation right here. These rods are heading towards the canisters. It must be the trigger for the explosion. I smell a strong, sweet smell. Damn. I think these are filled to the brim with diethyl ether. Incredibly flammable. It looks like the kidnappers wanted to utterly destroy this place and whoever opened this hatch. A wooden crate? I have to open it. Oh no. Daisy.
So she was already gone.
I called in my discovery of the body. Then there was nothing I could do except protect the site for forensics. The forensics team arrived an hour later, cordoned off the cabin with crime scene tape, and went to work, looking for physical evidence, fingerprints, testing for fluids, DNA, any clues science can uncover.
Okay. Dame Agatha Berry Clarissa Christie, also known as Lady Malowan, was an English writer known for her 66 detective novels and 14 short story collection, particularly featuring those of Detective Hercule Poirot and amateur detective Miss Marple. There you go. Not how I was hoping this was going to go.
The autopsy would take place in the morning. But I had one more stop to make.
Oh, this is not going to go over really well. That's what I was waiting for. Damn.
That night, I swore to
All right,
find the monster.
that's gonna come off. That is digging into my head and giving me a headache. We've already read this, so that's fine. Maybe. Maybe. Can I help you, miss? You're, like, literally pushing against me. Alright, so we are now caught up. And we are back in our avalanched area.
Ratchet on train saw me? How? Daisy.
She was awake?
And then she collapsed again.
I take the responsibility. She was weaker than I realized.
Oh.
Lie still while I examine you. Pupils dilated?
I'm all right.
You are far from all right. You have been heavily sedated. Your pulse is very weak.
I have to.
Ratchet? But Ratchet's dead.
Ratchet can't escape again. Can't escape.
Have no fear of that, mademoiselle. Ratchet will not escape.
We must hear her story.
This woman needs rest. I will let you know when she is recovered enough to continue. But I warn you, it will be some time.
I understand, Doctor. Thank you.
I have completed my preliminary examination of the deceased. I think that it will interest you.
Indeed it will. And I have other witnesses to interrogate. You are right. Let's not put this poor woman in danger. There will be plenty of time for her to finish her story when she has recovered.
So I'm assuming
By
Ratchet was the other person?
Tell me the results of your examination.
Okay. Girl's American. She's a detective. She's not 18, so I'm gonna put her 32. Fair enough. Like she. Yeah.
Can you estimate the time of death?
Rigor mortis was advanced, but not complete. I estimate the death occurred between midnight and 2 in the morning.
That tallies with the witness statements I've collected so far. What is the cause?
Obviously the stab wounds.
Multiple stab wounds to the upper torso. It's odd there are no signs of a struggle. That might indicate one of the first wounds was enough to kill him.
It seems that Monsieur Ratchet had taken...
I love her having this conversation in her cabin.
That would explain the lack of defensive wounds.
Mr. McQueen and Mr. Masterman told me that Monsieur Ratchet didn't smoke. Can you confirm this?
I can't say without a more extensive post-mortem.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about the stab wounds?
I counted 12 in all. 1 or 2.
Okay, I only counted 11, so he saw 1.
On the other hand, at least 3 would be capable of causing death. The angle of the wounds is instructive. Most appear to have been struck by a right-handed person. But you see this one, under the right armpit. It's not a deadly blow, given the depth, but a right-hander couldn't have done it. It was most certainly struck with the left hand.
So, our murderer is left-handed. No, it is more difficult than that, is it not?
As you say, Mr. Poirot, some of these other blows are just as obviously right-handed.
How do you explain the variety of blows delivered? Are we talking multiple killers? Potentially multiple killers. Like, somebody stabbed him left, and then somebody came in and finished the job? My first clue is to say multiple killers.
Do we have a first and second murderer, as the great Shakespeare would put it? The first murderer stabs his victim and exits left, turning off the light. Then a second murderer comes in the dark, does not see his or her work has been done, and stabs a dead body.
Magnificent.
You think so? I'm glad. It sounds to me a little like nonsense.
Okay, so the body was moved then.
Excellent work under difficult circumstances. Please let me know when I may speak again.
Okay, so I've left that one.
Of course.
What's the best way to find out who's a vape smoker? Obviously, probably trying to offer a cigarette, and then somebody says, "No, I don't smoke, I only vape."
Even a smoker might innocently turn me down.
Okay, so we just be straightforward and ask if they smoke.
That's certainly a good place to start.
Best way to find out who is a vape smoker. Recall conversations.
I don't remember any conversations about smoking.
I've asked multiple people if they smoke.
Yes, I have personally seen some passengers smoking. I just have to remember who they were.
I can't wait because I don't know when we're gonna get to the next station.
Yes, I suppose it's likely they will give me the list of who smokes what.
But who smokes a lot is the
I'm
question.
writing. That happens to me a lot.
Yeah. So then, who do I talk to? What are the links between Mr. Locke and Ratchet? There we go.
That was easy.
Yeah. Took a minute, but that's fine. So I have to talk to 6 different passengers. Okay. So, who do I need to talk to? It is still snowing outside. Jiminy Christmas. Alright. Who have I not spoken to? I guess I need to go talk to everybody, I guess? Wait, does that make sense? The people are already integrated, I have to remember who smokes. She does not smoke. Yes. He smokes.
Nice.
I don't remember.
Adequate.
Apparently that was right. He smokes. Okay.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Okay. So it's time to interrogate other people, but I don't know who I can talk to. Okay, that's the end of this train. So who haven't I spoken to? Room 105 is hers.
Captain Arbuthnot, I beg your pardon, but could you answer a few questions for me?
I'm grateful you found my ticket, Poirot, but now is not convenient.
I certainly didn't expect such a resistance.
But he has a woman on this, on here that he is chatting with. Room 202 is mine. Okay, let's come check out up here.
Most of the passengers pass by the bar during the day. They eat, drink, write. Maybe I can use this information for my investigation.
Possible. We can ask the bartender.
Yes.
That's the obvious way, right?
Yes, it could work. He appears to be an observant young man and serves the passengers regularly.
Yeah, so he should know something, right? The best way to know if someone is right or left-handed. I mean, probably writing something would be the easiest way. Because I'm right-handed, but I hold stuff in my left hand all the time. So, like, yeah, I pick something up with my right hand, but that doesn't mean I can't hold something in my left hand just as easy, you know? I mean, obviously I'm going to hold it differently. Sometimes, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, I think the best way to do that would be to write something. I mean, yes, there is ambidextrousness.
Right. Yes, if I ask them to write something trivial, they may do it instinctively with their dominant hand.
Dominant? Okay. For people I've tested before, I haven't tested anybody. I haven't had a conversation with Book about the passenger's hands. Did I?
No, not good. Given all his regular... I must admit I'm not...
Okay. People I've tested before.
Good job.
I haven't tested anybody before.
I will remember which people use their right or left hand.
I am so confused.
That's the right answer. Mademoiselle Debenham,
I am so confused right now, chat.
Of course.
Like, that makes no sense.
Let's start with your movements last night.
There's little to tell. I went to bed and slept.
Did you know the man who was killed?
I saw him for the first time during lunch yesterday.
Did
Okay.
you notice anything about him?
Well, if I believed in auras, I might say he seemed dark.
Dark? Okay.
Do you recall what time Mademoiselle Olsen went to get some aspirin from Madame Hubbard?
I remember glancing at the clock. She left our room just after 10:30 p.m.
Was she away for a long time?
About 5 minutes.
That confirms what Madame Hubbard told me.
Okay.
Do you smoke by any chance?
No, I never have.
Do you own a scarlet nightgown?
No, it isn't mine.
Whose then?
I don't know. What do you mean?
You do not say, I have no such thing. You say, it isn't mine. Meaning that you know who it belongs to, am I correct?
Oh, I see. No. I woke up this morning about 5 a.m. with the feeling that the train had been standing still for a long time. I opened the door, and I saw someone in a scarlet kimono some way down the corridor. Her back was turned. It was impossible to see who it was.
I understand. Would you mind writing your address on this paper for me?
Not at all.
Okay, so she's right-handed.
That's it. Mademoiselle Debenham is right-handed.
Go.
Thank you for your assistance, mademoiselle.
Okay. Let's... Anybody else here I'm missing? No. Cool. Let's come talk to you. Because you're finally alone.
I am sorry to disturb you, but I need to ask you a few questions.
Are you the investigator?
I am.
We are lucky you are on the train. What do you want to know?
You aren't... She sounds older than she looks.
I hear, mademoiselle, that you were the last person to see the murdered man alive.
I do not know. It may be so. I opened the door of his compartment by mistake. I was much ashamed. It was
I was
a
much
most
ashamed?
awkward mistake.
You actually saw him?
Yeah. He was reading a book.
And what did you do after that, mademoiselle?
She's of German
I
descent.
went into the American lady, Mrs. Hubbard. I asked her for some aspirin, and she gave it to me. I usually carry extra aspirin for the refugees, but I gave mine to a camp in Turkey. They needed it more than me.
Sure. Wait, yeah, German... I don't think she's a nurse. She talks about volunteers.
I do not think that's the right answer.
So is she a nurse then?
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
It doesn't say. Hang on. She is a nurse. Okay. So then she's Swedish. Okay. I thought she was German. That was the first thing that came to my head with the way she was talking.
The cells did not let me down.
Okay.
Did Mrs. Hubbard ask you whether the communicating door between her compartment and that of Monsieur Ratchet was bolted?
Yes.
And was it?
Yes.
And after that, what did you do?
After that, I went back to my compartment, took the aspirin, and lay down. That was around 10:50 p.m.
But she said she was only gone for like 5 minutes.
Is there anyone else in your
That makes no
compartment?
sense though.
Yeah, a young English lady. Very nice, very amiable.
After the train left Vinkovsky, did she leave the compartment?
No, I am sure she did not.
Why are you so sure, if you were asleep?
I sleep very lightly. I am used to waking at a sound. I am sure that if she had come down from the berth above, I should have awakened.
Did you yourself leave the compartment after that?
Not until this morning.
Okay, see, if I'd heard that line, I would have gone Swedish.
Do you have a scarlet silk kimono, mademoiselle?
No, indeed. I have a good comfortable dressing gown of Jaeger material.
I know what it is, but anytime you say Jaeger, I think drink, not material.
Do you smoke, mademoiselle?
No, I can't stand the smell of tobacco.
Fair enough.
Perhaps you will be so amiable as to write me down your address.
With pleasure.
Left. She is also right-handed.
Mademoiselle Olsen is indeed right-handed. This was a very interesting conversation, mademoiselle. I thank you.
If you have any other questions, I'll be in my compartment. Good luck, Mr. Poirot.
Okay. Did you leave anything by chance? That's a no. Alright. I saw a little symbol next to me. Contradiction. Right?
but I'm never far from the truth.
Like, my brain is not, like, my brain is not braining. There we go. Miss Olsen should have heard Miss Denham leave at 5 a.m.
Strange, this story. If Mademoiselle Olsen is such a light sleeper, why didn't she tell me about Mademoiselle Debenham getting out of bed? She even made a point to tell me the opposite.
Interesting.
My did not let me down.
They did not. I need to go confront her. I need to continue my interrogations. I need to go talk to the dude at the bar. Oh boy. Alright, well, let's talk to you first.
Observe her instead. I'll keep an eye on them instead.
Okay, sure.
Monsieur Fauché.
Okay, that was taking a minute.
For a moment.
Of course. How can I help?
It is, of course, about the murder of Monsieur Ratchet. Can you tell me your movements last night?
I understand. Yesterday evening, I took a break at Vinkovsky station with Hotaru. We then went to our quarters in the staff accommodations, a section of the luggage car. Freya was there, reading, and I went to bed right after. Freya is there now, I think, and Hotaru is in the kitchen. They can verify my story.
What time was this?
11:30 p.m. or a bit after. The snow is beginning to fall heavily.
I see. Thank you.
Do you smoke at all?
Are you a smoker?
I'm trying to quit, but yes. I'm now down to just 1 pack of cigarettes a week. If you're looking for a heavy smoker, you should talk to Hotaru.
Okay, good to know.
Can you write your address on this paper, please?
You want to pay me a visit?
Who knows, Monsieur Fauché?
He is also right-handed.
He is right-handed, there can be no doubt.
It's really sad when you like tilt your head to actually put yourself in that shoe to be like...
Thank you, Monsieur Fauché. I'll come back to you if I have more questions.
Okay, she's right-handed. He's right-handed. So he's holding his cup. He's also holding his cup in his right hand. Nothing else in here. Okay. Going to the restaurant area. Hi, Book. I'll talk to you later, dude. I have things to... Dude?
Ah, Monsieur Maury. Would you have a few minutes to give me? I have some questions to ask you.
Do I look like I can answer questions? The room is spinning. My head is about to explode.
You were celebrating last night?
Celebrating? When Freya always wins. Ah, what
I'm so confused. I'm also blocking his face.
If you want my answers to your questions to make sense, help me recover. You see there, the magnet on the fridge.
Yeah.
That is my special recipe. I
Day
call
after...
it my day after survival tonic.
Lemon juice, sparkling water, mint leaves, and ginger juice?
Your questions. Jean knows the recipe very well. He can help you with the preparation.
Very well, Monsieur Maury. If I must, I must.
Okay, it's a little sideways.
Make you your day after survival tonic.
Okay. He is Japanese. He's a chef. Yeah, I didn't think that was his age. There we go. I was like, I think he's older, but we'll just double check. Alright. Alright. Half lemon juice, 15 CL? What is CL? A fresh sparkling water, 6 mint leaves, and 5 CL of ginger juice. Can I open the fridge while I'm at it? I don't know what I expected, but that wasn't it.
I can use this lemon squeezer to get juice if I find fruit.
Okay, we have a lemon. Do I actually have to make it? There's the sparkling water. Got the ginger.
Missing half of the tonic ingredients.
It's fine, I'm working on it. There's the mint. Hello?